Hey everybody, I've got a quick CCFR update for you. I want you all to be fully aware, and this is important, the Liberal Party of Canada has made gun control a central issue both in their current government and in their upcoming election campaign. Also, the anti-gun forces in Canada continue their often disreputable behavior, as we all know, in their desperate attempt to sell their bad ideas to unwitting Canadians. 2019, and this is serious, 2019 could bring the biggest push for gun control that we've seen since the mid-90s. It's not an exaggeration, it's not a joke, and we take it very seriously. So fortunately, the CCFR is on duty, and we've been fighting with everything that we've got. So let me tell you what's going on. First, the CCFR's Canada Downrange is airing across the country right now. Target shooters and sport shooters are, for the first time, and I've said this before, are being recognized and humanized to a broader public. But specifically, and seems to be, not everybody understands this, specifically the show's designed to get hunters and casual firearm owners interested in the shooting sports, or at least to recognize the legitimacy of these sports. Our goal is to encourage them to get involved in protecting their own rights, or even getting involved in those sports themselves. That's the equivalent to getting all these, a whole bunch more RPAL holders. If we can mobilize this demographic, we'll be halfway to winning. The CCFR has also sponsored 1-minute commercials for the entire year of 2019 on Wild TV to work towards this same goal. Our membership right now is growing, and it needs to continue to grow. The bigger that we can get, the more people we can hire to work full-time on our behalf. And the number of projects that we have planned right now need people to execute them. We can do even more, is what I'm trying to say. The government hasn't seen anything like the CCFR before, and I assure you, they haven't seen anything yet. In the last 5 weeks, the CCFR has organized and supported, and this is kind of a list of stuff we've done, town hall events across the country. Tracy Wilson even represented a firearm group, obviously us, but for the first time ever at a meeting with victims groups and anti-violence community organizations. That's right, the firearm lobby actually reaching out to tackle the problem of firearm-related violence while the government focuses almost exclusively on ways to take licensed gun owners' property away. For some reason, it falls to us to do this. I don't know. Next, the CCFR has launched a campaign against a Toronto doctor and her establishment of a group called Doctors for Protection from Guns. All right, in a tweet, Dr. Najma Ahmed said, quote, "Canadians deserve to be safe from guns. No civilian needs access to guns, by the way. The harms far outweigh any benefit. The evidence is clear, apparently." End quote. There's so much wrong with what she said. I'm not going to get into it right now. I think most of you already know what a ridiculous statement that is. But here's the point. The CCFR will not overlook anyone speaking in such a way about Canada's most vetted and safe citizens, much less waving her finger and lecturing to us about what we need. Her arrogance is absolutely astounding. Anyway, triggered. As well, since the new year, the CCFR has launched a campaign against the CBC, you might be aware of that, and their biased reporting. It's always been biased, we know that, but we saw the only pro-fact series of articles pulled because of complaint by an anti-gun operative. The CBC, for some reason, just simply can't tolerate an even-keeled position on the firearm issue. This is only the beginning, and we have a plan for the CBC. And again, the CCFR will not allow them to bully our community. And why? Because what they're doing is wrong. That's why. So, anyways. Next, Minister Blair promises to release his report in the coming weeks. The CCFR believes central storage will be a large part of his recommendations to the Prime Minister. That's a problem for us. We are already preparing a public relations campaign against this. It's going to include web articles and, if possible, a press conference, as well as new explainer videos for all of us to share everywhere, and also maybe even a few surprises as well. So if we can get it all done fast enough, it should come on the heels of the minister's announcement. Some of that's within our control, some of that isn't, but we're going to do our best. And a week from Monday, I will testify to the Standing Committee on National Security and Defense concerning Bill C-71. So who knows what'll come of this, but we need to be there. We're not going away. We're not going to be quiet as they do this stuff to us. So stay tuned for more information on that. We've also put out 3 podcasts to keep you informed in the interim. So if you're not listening to those, you can find them at podcast.ccfr.ca or search for the CCFR Radio or CCFR Radio on Facebook. There's a group there. And you can also find them on the CCFR YouTube channel as well, so it's a great way to stay plugged in. All of this and more has been done in the last 5 weeks at the CCFR. As I said earlier, the government nor the antis have ever seen anything like the CCFR before, and the 2019 engine isn't even warmed up yet. All right, if you're not a member of the CCFR, consider joining or consider donating. Also, and this stuff's important too, talk to others about joining the CCFR. Talk to your club about buying insurance through the CCFR. Or ask them just to share our Why Join page. Or ask them to link to our news stories on firearmrights.ca in their club newsletters. The CCFR needs to do even more than what we're doing now, and it's possible, but we can't do it by ourselves. So I want to leave you with this. The entire team at the CCFR has worked extremely hard to create a hyperactive and highly formidable organization to represent gun owners in Canada. And that's great. But remember this, without your support, without all of you writing letters, without all of you showing up to events, without you sharing the videos and memes on social media, without you engaging in calm debate, even in your personal lives as well as online, the CCFR doesn't exist. We never would have existed. So we need you to do your part. Put in a little bit of work each week or each month. It doesn't take that much work if all of us do it. Many hands make light work. So at the end of the day, it's actually you that created the CCFR, and it's you that keeps it going or causes it to grow. So thank you all for everything that you've done to make an organization like the CCFR possible. Anyway, I appreciate you guys listening to this message. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon.
Join the CCFR or donate right now at www.firearmrights.ca.